All right, guys. How's everybody doing today? A lot of pre-market moving, a lot of pre-market action right now. A lot of penny stocks are moving. Just checking on the volume. Volume seems good. All right, guys. So yeah, watching SAEX. If you look at the chart here, SAEX looks pretty decent right now. Gapping up from 360s to 530s. SAEX. We also have SEEL, which is actually one that ran yesterday too. That was gapping up yesterday, and this one may turn into the next big parabolic mover here. Had a really big run yesterday and in pre-market, and now it is gapping up a huge amount from 304 to 540. Also going to watch TNXP. TNXP here, as you can see, it's gapping up from 214 to 320s. Looks decent. DFFM gapping up from $7 to $9.24. Looks okay. AMD big gap down here. AMD's gapping down. We got CIFS gapping down. EB gapping down. We got JYNT gapping up here. And so, yeah, we got some movement for sure right now in pre-market. TROV is the latest. TROV, look at this big gap up here from 413 to 825. So, you know, the doors have kind of been opened up in penny stock world. A lot of penny stocks are starting to really run here this morning. So we'll see what we get. What's up, two-way? We got two-way back here. Posting the news this morning for us. So morning squawk, U.S. stock futures were lower this morning as the Dow and S&P 500 and NASDAQ finished what's tracking to be their worst week of 2019. If all three fall today, it will be the first time they've all done so in each day of a full trading week since November 2016. So yeah, interesting here. Let me catch back up on the chat. What's up, JC, Tiny, Jeff, Brent, Siesta, Pat, George, Russ, Be Your Game, Brent, Andy, Bill, what's up, man? Justin says hi. What is a good day trade for a penny stock today? I mean, there's a few pre-market high breaks, gap fills. There's a few other ones. I mean, you just want to research. I wouldn't really just kind of randomly take them, though. Dominic, what's up, man? Chase, good morning. Jay Sheldon, what's up, bro? What's up, Connor? Reagan. Mike Tyson. What's up, man? Do I trade options? Sometimes. Mostly day trades, though, to be honest. You know, I'll sometimes trade an option or two on Robinhood. John, you seen jobs report? It was barely 11% of what was expected. Yeah, TGIF, DJ. Happy Friday, brother. I was trying to get in touch with Mitch. What's up, Shaw? Good morning. What's up, Chewy? Yeah, I'm on TradeNet. Tefs in TradeNet. Technically, it's Tefs, but yeah, I'm on it. D Mills said I had Seal yesterday at 238 and sold for a small profit. Yeah, that's rough, man. It was kind of hard to predict that all these penny stocks would start to kind of run out of nowhere. I think, you know, a lot of people are going to come out the woodwork saying, oh, I predicted this big move with BPTH. And BPTH is just a parabolic move that we see a few times every year. You know, some historical examples of what BPTH did were Dries in 2016, DRYS. We had LFIN last year, I believe. In the late 2017, early 2018, we had crypto going up, kind of the crypto boom with MARA, DPW. Late last year, we had the construction boom with YECO, CCCL. And so we get these type of moves a few times each year. Very risky moves, but they usually do very similar things here. The big thing that I do have to notice though is that typically when the penny stocks start to run, a lot of the time the higher cap stocks are going to slow down a little bit, and so I do have to be a little bit more hesitant with the higher cap stocks. I've had 3 green trades this week, no red trades, no losing trades. Perfect week so far. We'll see if I can finish the week off perfect, but if not, it's no worries either. Just going to keep doing what I do here, see if we can find some good setups. I'm actually glad I ended up getting out of, I believe it was AMD yesterday. I was watching AMD, and I'm glad I got out of it. It was the right time to get out of it. I took almost at the lows of profit at around 2180s, and got out almost. I think I got out at 2186. The lowest it went was 2185 on that particular move for AMD, and so I got out almost exactly at the best possible point. And so glad I took my little gain here. What's up, George? My cargo. LMFA. I remember LMFA as well. Popping up on scanners. ZYNE. ZYNE. Yeah, yesterday, by the time I really noticed it, like really, I typically, like every trader's different. Every trader has kind of their niche in trading, their niche, or however you want to say it. But I don't really trade past the first 2 hours of the market day. That's just kind of my style of it. Like I usually kind of get in and out first hour, and then I'm just done for the day. BPTH started to run a little bit later on, a few hours after the open, and so I kind of missed the move when it happened. You know, I kind of just tried to step away from the computer after a few hours in the morning, so I kind of missed the move. I saw people were updating me on the Discord for it, but yeah, I just kind of missed that one. You know, we'll get moves like this again, though. Like I said, you know, we get these type of moves usually a few times every year. Last year specifically, I can remember LFIN doing something similar to this. Eventually, LFIN was halted with an investigation, with an SEC investigation, and it resumed like 60% lower. And it kind of looks very similar to the last few times. And so I think BPTH will probably be down in a month from now from where it's at now, but who knows? You never really know. It's something I always say. You never really know with some of these big parabolic movers. You never really know what they're going to do. If you've been trading for a few years, you might remember Drys and the shipping boom, DRYS. It went up to 105 in 2016 and then back down to like $5 within a day or two. You know, we get a lot of examples of this a few times a year generally. GE down. Yeah, GE's down to 930, about 14 cents. Yeah, a lot of people talking about the job report. Yeah, LFIN as well, for sure. Let me look up the jobs report. All right, so yeah, we added the fewest new jobs in February in 17 months. So it's kind of the latest sign of a slowdown. We added just 20,000 new jobs last month, which is the lowest amount for the last 17 months. The least amount, I should say, the least amount in the last 17 months. And the market forecast was 172,000. It also said that the slowdown was probably exaggerated by seasonal oddities that are unlikely to persist. And that the U.S. has been adding more than 200,000 new jobs a month for the past year. The jobless rate, unemployment rate is down to 3.8% from 4%. So unemployment's down. But yeah, bad jobs report is ultimately what happened. That's crazy though. Yeah, it's huge though. I mean, that's a you get 20,000 when you expect 130. I mean, that's pretty rough. I'll see if we can get Mitch in here. Do I think GE could run up today? It's possible. I mean, it's the thing about GE is that like it could run up some. It's a bigger float stock, and so a run up on GE could mean it moving up to $10. Which is like a smaller move relative to some of these other penny stocks that are going crazy. It just depends. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, I could see it going up today. It's kind of hard to tell though, for honestly. What's up, the best? What's up, man? CNBC thinks those figures will be revised. Only 64% of employers are reporting that. Interesting here. Yeah, we'll see what happens. I mean, it's definitely not a good jobs report for sure. Just for the sake of the economy, I hope it does well, but we'll see. All right, I'll be right back, guys. Give me like 2 minutes. I'll be right back. All right, guys, I'm back. Somebody's asking what the float is on a stock. TROV, the float is 1.97 million. If you look at my scanners here, it shows you the float on the very right. You can see FLT, 1.97 million, which is a very small float. SEAL, SEEL, actually has a much smaller float. And wow, I don't know if this is right, but it says TNXP has a 250,000 share float, which is just ridiculously small. I gotta confirm that TNXP float size. Can anybody confirm that? I mean, they must be rotating it. Yeah, I've got an old market watch that's showing me that it has a float of 2.32 million for TNXP. So I don't know if that's right. 250,000. That seems awfully small. Yeah, it's weird. Good morning, Matt. What's up, man? Yeah, I don't know. I'm just going by what yeah, it seems that way, Joe. So I got a question. So I'm supposed to be taking my daughter to go see a movie today, and we have two options. You know, she's about to be 10 years old, and so just so you know her age, we could go see Anita War Angel, which looks really good. My daughter wants to see it, or we could go see Captain Marvel. Both of them are PG-13, I think. Have you guys seen either one? And let me know what you think of those. Float often varies a little bit, Pat. Sometimes they vary a little bit. Right, but Anita was made by the same guy. The reason she wants to see Anita is because it's made by the same person that made Titanic and Pandora. Or Avatar, not Pandora, Avatar. And so she loves those movies. That's what she wants to go see it. Captain Marvel. We're getting more Captain Marvels here. I think she's gonna be disappointed though if we go see Captain Marvel because she really wanted to go see the Anita movie. All right, so Mitch said he'll be here on his laptop though, so let's send him an invite here. Let me get this rolling for Mitch. All right. All right, Mitch, if you're listening, brother, I'm going to send you the invite to join the stream, man. All right. Oh, it's Alita. That is right, Jordan. It is Alita. Sorry. I don't know why I thought it was Anita. Yeah, for sure, Nick. But I kind of agree with that. But I think they both have female leads, and so I mean, we're still supporting a movie with a female lead, regardless. And like my daughter tries to keep track of like the Marvel universe with me, but she's more into like Jurassic Park and like she likes Jurassic Park more, and she likes Guardians of the Galaxy, but she doesn't really like the Spider-Man or Batman ones, you know. Right, 100%, Bill. Yeah, man. Hey, Jason, penny stocks are going absolutely crazy today, man. Especially, I mean, you get some sympathy moves. You're getting some sympathy moves from BPTH in penny stock land. But yeah, we got SAEX, we got TNXP, SEEL, we have DFFN. You know, they're going crazy today. We got a lot of movement here. And so, you know, like I said, a lot of times we get some slowdowns with the higher cap stocks when penny stocks start to go crazy like this. For sure, man. Kind of a lot of movement today, man. Wait, when does Captain Marvel come out? When is its debut anyway? I say, all right. So TNXP still has a tiny float. It's 1.7 million. It's just not, Trade Ideas is saying it had a float of 250,000, which is just ridiculously small. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, for sure. Then we're definitely. No offense to Captain Marvel, but yeah, we're not going to see that. It's just too crowded for me, and it'll be hard to get tickets, and so I'm not going to go on opening day. It's just too hectic. When does Alita debut? Or when did it debut, I should say? I mean, I don't know. It might not be like at this point, you reserve seating in movie theaters now, which I think was a great idea, and I think it's necessary for sure. So you don't like fight people over seats. Uh, we'll figure it out. All right, cool. Do I think TROV has moved too much already? Let me look at it. I mean, no. I mean, here's the thing, right? You never really know. I typically like to short these on the way down. In a month from now, do I think it's going to be lower than where it's at now? Probably. But, you never really know, especially after BPTH yesterday. Like, if you look at TROV, you never really know what this one's going to do now, especially after BPTH yesterday. And so, I mean, this one's up, like, what? Over 100%. Crazy move. You look at the daily chart, it looks extended and all that, but not really, actually. I mean, this one was at 34s last year. And so we'll see. But, um, you know, do I think it's going to stay up here? No, I don't. Do I think that it may continue pushing up? It could. Yeah, it's one of those things like I'm not trying to predict crazy parabolic moves. I think that's one thing that a lot of traders really want to like. A lot of traders really want to be able to predict these big crazy parabolic moves, but I think it's extremely tough, and I think you're kind of chasing, you're kind of chasing it a lot of the times, and so I prefer to my honestly the what I really like to do with these is just short them on the way down. Just short them on the way down is what I usually look for. That's what I'm going to watch BPTH for today. Because most of the time they end up filling the gap. They don't actually maintain these big crazy moves, and they're either getting pumped up by somebody or they're just up on too much hype. Do I think TNXP will stay around 330? I mean, there's no telling really. I mean, it's got a small float, but there's not really much any way to tell. It could run. Let me look at the daily chart. I mean, it could run. It could fail too. I'm just gonna wait and see. All right, guys, we got 10 minutes until the open. 10 minutes. What's your guys' main watch today? What are y'all watching? TNXP. Yeah, I like TNXP. TROV, TNXP both look alright. Your intro from 372. Nice. Hey, well, good luck, man. I hope these work out for you. Yeah, CELL or CEEL looks good as well. What do you guys think BPTH is going to do today? BPTH. Hold? You think it's got to hold, Jason? I mean, I could see that. I think it'll probably stay around the range it's in now. It could start to run, you know. Let's see. It ran Tuesday. Or no, it dropped Tuesday, ran Wednesday, went crazy yesterday, and now it's down a little bit. Actually, it's down like $4. It's actually down a decent amount in after hours in pre-market. And so who knows, man? It could start to wash out. It could drop. It's not one that I really feel comfortable trading at this point, but I'll still watch it on the short side. Yeah, that's what I think so. Yeah, somewhat, Mark. I think it'll probably, like I said, I'd be kind of looking at it to drop. I think it's going to come back down. Like I said, do I think it's going to be at it where it's at now or better in a month from now? No. I think in a month from now, BPTH is going to be probably back down to the single digits. But, you never really know what's going to happen with it. And so it's just kind of something I'm waiting to see. What was the news on TROV? Let me see. Let me see. I'm looking it up now for TROV, see if we can figure out what the news was. All right, so yeah, TROV had stuff that came out yesterday and after hours. It looks like it narrowed its fourth quarter net loss, but revenue decreases year on year. Shares fall 1.9% for TROV. So it said it narrowed its net loss to $1.09 a share from $4.61 a year earlier. So it definitely narrowed its net loss. See if we can figure out anything else for TROV. So SEEL, SEEL was up after the company acquired an exclusive license to intellectual property pertaining to a Parkinson's therapy, which was created by UCLA researchers. So they acquired an exclusive license for SEEL. Let's see if I can find TROV. They posted fourth quarter loss of $1.09 per share on sales of 78,000. Traders are still circulating word of FDA abstract documents for the company's prostate cancer treatment. So it sounds like hype. Also, Noble Financial did reiterate an outperform rating for TROV. They lowered the price target from 27 to 20. So interesting here. But it's still running up on that. That's very strange. Very strange. All right, guys, we got about 5 minutes. Let's get ready to trade. Let's do it. All right, so like I said, yesterday was the first day that I didn't have good results trading the moving average crossover play. Yesterday was the first day that it did not work, at least right at the open. And so we'll see what today brings us, and we'll see if we get some better moves today. Like I said, yesterday was the first day that I had a losing trade with that strategy. And so we're just going to keep at it, keep the testing process going here. Still only the first week, and so it's still pretty early to tell. And yeah, we'll see what we can get. Let's see, I'm going to upload my trade from yesterday to TraderView, see what my chart looks like. Yeah, like I said, this last 30 days or so has probably been one of the better months I've had trading. This is my graph. And so, pretty decent here. I'm up in the last month about 230 bucks in the last month or so. And that's using relatively small sizing, and so not a bad graph. I'm definitely happy with where my trading's gone. We're just going to see how long the VWAP fade continues to work. But so far, so good with it. And like you can see, it's a pretty decent graph. Only had 4 losing days total in the last, month and a week or so. And so we'll just see if we can keep it going, guys. It's been going pretty well. Got to scale up a little bit. But, about 230, just under $250 in gains with relatively small sizing. I just got to scale up and bring those numbers up a little bit, but happy with where it's at for sure. Opinion on the TNXP news. Let me see what the TNXP news was before. We got about 2 minutes, guys. 2 minutes. It's a new European patent, it seems. The company said it received a new European patent for TNX 601. And so that's what's going on with TNXP here. Up to 355. I mean, it's definitely good news, but, who knows what this one's going to do here. Going to get AMD ready to paper trade. All right, guys, we got about a minute left. 1 minute. There we go. Gonna watch TROV, CGC, Cron, BPTH. We'll see what happens with that. NIO. All right, guys, we got about 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Good luck. SEEL. Yeah, SEAL's kind of going crazy here. We'll see what we get with SEAL. Went all the way up to 8. Very volatile, very big range for SEAL right now. Just a really big range. There's the bell. All right, guys, let's do this. All right, so like I said, I'm going to be looking for the moving average cross on AMD again. AMD, big drop at the open. BPTH down a little bit here. TNXP spiking up. DFFN spiking up. Cron down. Overall market is down some. Yeah, it had a bad jobs report, so that's not necessarily unexpected. But yeah, SEAL is up. We got SBOT popping up on the scanners here. SBOT, which I didn't even notice SBOT today. But BPTH dropping. AMD dropping some here. Up, we got a cross. It was blue over white. That usually means downward move. And no fill on paper. Trying to get filled here, but it's just not filling me right now for some reason. We'll just use that 2105 level as reference. Alright, well, it's not filling me there. We'll see what we get. All right, BPTH spiking up to 35, almost 36 here. BPTH spiking up to almost 36 there. Now it fills me. This paper trading thing is weird. Now it feels me. Strange. All right, guys. Let's see what else we get. We got NIO spiking up here. Looking at the cron, look at NBEV on my scanners here is popping up. NBEV is starting to run. Seal is pushing up a huge amount. TNXP doing the same, running up big. DFFN dropping some. Cron is actually spiking up here. CGC up a little bit as well. And so we'll see what we get here. We'll see what kind of movement we get here. Yeah, I don't know if this is going to work. It may actually be a good fade, so I might just take this down and start looking at AMD for a fade because it's starting to look like one here for AMD. And let's see what kind of risk I can give myself with this fade at 27, 37 risk. I don't hate that for a fade on AMD. Paper trade doesn't look like it's going to work out today. We'll give it a little bit of time, but I'll see if it works for a fade or not. And just kind of hold it through and update you guys. But like I said, I'm going to start looking for a fade with this one. Still, like I said yesterday, it's all testing, so we're just going to continue testing it and see how that goes. SPY pushing up some, and so the SPY is pushing up some, and then now it's dropping, so we'll see what we get with that. CGC is up a ton. BPTH. TNXP spiking up huge. TNXP spiking up big. Yeah, with AMD, I mean, I'm kind of looking at it for a VWAP fade here. I could use it for a 10-cent risk from 25 up to about 35 or so, using that previous high of the day as my risk. And it doesn't look terrible, but it also looks kind of strong here. And so I got to understand that and recognize that about AMD. We'll see what we get. The only reason that I don't really necessarily want to get into it is because if I got into it here, I would have to use the previous high of the day as my risk. And if you guys know me, I hate using that level as my risk. And so don't know if I really want to jump in that one at this point. Here's the squeeze. Like I said, I'll probably just use this high of the day as my risk. But glad this is just a paper trade. I also think you have to kind of measure out the range of it to get a good idea of what kind of range I want to use. And so, like I said, I'm glad this is just a paper trade on AMD. A lot of this other stuff's moving up. I'm kind of looking for some fades here. Maybe looking for some with the cannabis plays if they start to turn around. Because I see Cron dropping. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get out here. $160 loss on this paper trade today. Like I said, maybe I could have scaled down, but yeah, it definitely didn't work this morning. Maybe we're going to see a cross here, but maybe I got a little bit rushed into it, but who knows. But yeah, luckily it's just a paper trade, and it's still just the testing process of the cross. But looks like a actual red to green move now on AMD, if you guys see that. But like I said, gonna move forward. Look at NIO. We're seeing a lot of stuff really start to spike here. NIO is up. NIO is really spiking up here. You can see NIO move. Cron dropping back down some. TNXP, big drop down to 360s. We got DFFN, which is dropping. We got NIO dropping some. So yeah, like I said, I'm just kind of looking for some fades at this point. BPTH, big drop. Big drop on BPTH. Look at this drop on BPTH here, guys. Massive drop. Look at this drop on BPTH. It's down to 25s. And it may get halted here, honestly, because this is just a huge drop. And, I mean, this is kind of what you start to expect from these. Is that, you know, they may run up on that first day, but after that, they kind of wash most of the time. Most of the time, they come right back down. NIO, keeping an eye on NIO. Maybe a good VWAP bounce here. It's just, where's my risk? Maybe 705 could be a risk level for NIO. ACB spiking up here, DFFN dropping some, TNXP dropping, SPY dropping. So yeah, big drop on BPTH, dropped about $10 so far today, about 10 bucks. Which is a pretty big drop relative to a 30-something dollar stock, so about 33% today. What happened, Jason? CO is halted. Were you short? It's halted on the way down. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, brother. It's rough, man. I'm sorry to hear that, bro. Yeah, that's a rough one. CGC had a nice little VWAP bounce here. I'm not seeing too many fade opportunities, though. But yeah, that's rough, Jason. What's your entry, Jason? What happened, bro? What did TROV end up doing? Yeah, TROV just washed. See what Y and DX is going to show. Yeah, just let me know, guys, if you guys see anything that looks good for a fade that I can potentially trade. Because at this point, you know, we got BPTH dropping here, but I'm just not seeing too much that I can actually, like, trade. Maybe JNUG. But I'm just not seeing too much that I can actually trade here. NIO. NIO would have been a nice little VWAP bounce there. Should have taken advantage of that one. But yeah, with AMD and the moving average crossover, it's still something I'm slowly learning how to trade. There's got to be a few different ways to approach it with the moving average cross. Nice, brother. Yeah, all these penny stocks move. It makes me want to open up an account with CME Group or something like that. Market's definitely changing a little bit, though. And so we'll see what we get with some of these moves. All right, there's Seal opening up. Yeah, Seal starting to give it back here. Tiny float for this one. And so it's not totally surprising that it was halted. All right, so SEEL is dropping. I'm not really seeing too much I can really trade and that I really like right now, guys. Honestly, like I'm looking at the cannabis plays, they're not really moving like I want them to. Looking at AMD, it looks bullish. NIO looks bullish. BPTH is dropping some, but none are really setting up for my pattern here, and that's okay. I mean, if it doesn't set up, it doesn't set up, and I just gotta be patient and wait for some good setups here. If I don't see any, that's fine. DFFN pulling back. We'll see what BPTH ends up doing as well. It's down on the day. CGC had a decent VWAP bounce there. You're not in anything yet either, Bill. Yeah, I mean, I think that's the right move. I mean, like I said, I did this paper trade on AMD this morning. I don't know where it went, but I did the paper trade. That didn't work out well, the paper trade. And so I'm just kind of looking for VWAP bounces and VWAP fades. It looks to me like a few VWAP bounces have already followed through. But for fades, I'm just not seeing anything. I mean, SEEL honestly looks like a fade here, but I can't trade it. SEEL looks like a good fade, but I can't trade it. Like I said, maybe DFFN, TNXP kind of look like one, but as for actual, reasonable stocks to trade, I just don't see anything here. And one thing about it, though, guys, is like if you look at the SPY, it's just a very choppy day, honestly, today. Like it's just complete sideways. The SPY is just really tight range, completely sideways today. So it gapped down a huge amount here, and so that was something to consider from 75 down to 73. That's a big amount for the SPY. It gapped down $2. But since the open, it's kind of just been sideways, so far. You got the ranges here. But so far, until the SPY actually breaks past this range, I don't see any of the higher cap stocks starting to do much. Still a little early. It's only 15 minutes in, but so far, nothing. Don't stress it, Jason. You'll bounce back, bro. All right, SPY spiking up. The overall market's starting to spike up a little bit here, testing the range. We'll see if it breaks out. It's down so much in pre-market, I would think that it's going to bounce back some today on overall with the SPY. We'll see if that's what we get. I'm going to end up looking at TVIX, TVIX, and UVXY. See if we get any type of volatility move here. SEAL is right at the VWAP here, although it's been halted once today on the way down in a very sketchy halt, and so I don't know if I want to mess with that. SBOT. SPY broke over the range here. SPY broke over the range. You see it had that range in between 273 and 272.60. So SPY did break over the range. We might see some stuff start to move up here. Yeah, SBOT starting to spike up here some. Seal, we'll see if Seal fades here. Same thing with TNXP. DFFN as well. But like I said, as for me, like reasonable stocks to trade, I'm just not seeing much. Yeah, man. I don't. What is he saying? Are you really calling out a stock 10 times that has moved 12 cents today? Yeah, man. I mean, that's what you see me, Bill. I'm not trading. I haven't traded at all yet. I just don't see anything that looks good. Right, I know that's what I'm saying, Nick. That's what I'm saying, man. He calls out a stock 10 times that has moved 12 cents. SBOT spiking up. Plus, it's an OTC stock, and I can't trade that one anyway. Yeah, SBOT halted up on the way up at 250s. Seal looked like a good fade. I mean, it was a nice little VWAP fade there for Seal. I think it's halted on the way down again, though. I'm not touching Seal. Too small of a float. Very, very risky. No, not you, Siesta. I don't even know what you said, Siesta. But yeah, not you. SBOT looks good. It's halted at 250. We had a VWAP bounce once already for NIO. Kroger's fading. Let's see. Let me look at this here. Yeah, I mean, if Kroger can pull back to 25.50, I could take it in with a risk of 25.60. Reward level at 25.35. But it's still, 25.30 would have to be a risk. 10 cent risk, 20 cent reward. But yeah, I don't hate that one. Yeah, if you saw the paper trade I took this morning, AZ, it was kind of Thinkorswim. Thinkorswim didn't fill me at the right spot. It would have been like a much smaller loss, but Thinkorswim didn't fill me, and then I canceled the order, and then it filled me like after I canceled the order at like a worse spot, and so it's kind of how it goes. But NBEV, yeah, I mean, like I said, here's the thing, guys, and this is what all traders should understand. Like of course, some people are going to be advertising like, just kind of how traders are. Like, hey, I predicted the huge move on BPTH because they mentioned it once in their morning live stream. And so that's kind of what people are going to be advertising to traders right now. They're going to say, oh, I predicted this move and this move and this move. And that's fine. What traders should be suggesting to all, to everybody is that everybody just be careful right now. A lot of halted stocks, a lot of volatility. The penny stocks are starting to go a little crazy, and these can cause your account to be gone. You can lose your entire account trying to trade some of these moves right now. Yo, what's up, bro? You there, man?
Brother.
What's up, man?
Had some internet issues, so I had to move.
Yeah, no stress, bro. Can everybody hear Mitch?
Yeah, there's gonna be some music in the background, so I'll be in and out. I'll probably mute myself for most of it, but just wanted to join up.
All right. Yeah, no worries, brother. But yeah, like I said though, guys, the big thing you want to do here is you want to be careful. That's kind of what I'm trying to tell people, Mitch, is that like a lot of people are going to be advertising like, look, I predicted this big move on BPTH, or I predicted this big spike with this penny stock. Like, follow me, I'm the best guru ever. And a lot of people are going to be teaching that, right? But what they should be telling you is that you really need to be careful. There's a lot of halted stocks, a lot of crazy percentage moves, and sure, you can make some money with these moves, but you could also lose your entire account. And especially if you're a new trader, it might actually be better for you to just kind of take it slow, observe the market, maybe paper trade a little bit if you want to paper trade and just practice, but not actually like jeopardize your account trading some of these absolutely crazy moves. And it's one of those things that kind of drags people into trading. A lot of times, the more advertised form of trading is penny stock trading, which is understandable. It's the exciting kind. You got huge percentage moves and stuff like that. But like I said, it can be very, very risky. And just like you can, of course, you can make a huge gain with these type of moves, but you can also lose your entire account. And so protect your account. Treat it like your bank account. Protect it. There's no need to take unnecessary risks. Take it slow. If you don't know how to trade penny stocks and you don't know how to trade these type of moves, just take a step back. There's nothing wrong with that. The traders that are successful are the ones that have the selectivity and discipline to say, hey, the market's crazy right now. I'm just going to take it slow. Those are ultimately the ones that are going to find consistency in their trades. And I'm not, hey,
I want to contradict everything you said, but I'm not gonna lie. I've been trying to short BPTH at 33 for a good while now. It just never got filled.
Yeah. What is BPTH doing?
Oh, it was a good fade for me. I think at 33, I would have liked to risk $1 to 34. After I seen it reject 34 and then it bounced back one more time, I tried to get in. I just didn't get the fill in between the spread. But I was going to take 100 shares and risk $1 up to 34 to potentially make at 33. I was going to go down to take first profit at 28. So that was going to be a $5 profit. And then after that, the target would be 26.
Nice.
So
yeah,
it's fade off a rejection.
Yeah, for sure. Like, I'm not saying. I'm saying if you have the experience and you know what you're doing, that's fine. You recognize and you accept the risks. That's totally understandable. I'm saying that one thing that here's the thing, right? Tell me you haven't done this as a new trader. You're a brand new trader. You've never traded before. You see these huge, ridiculous penny stock moves, huge percentage moves, and naturally you want to be a part of it. Even though you've never really traded that much before, you only have like $1,000, but you still want to be a part of it, right? That's one of the single biggest ways that traders lose their entire accounts, I think. And so, you actually know what you're doing, Mitch. So it's like, I'm not, I'm just saying, I guess my whole point, and I don't mean to sound critical on anybody, or I don't mean to sound maybe hypocritical with some risks I've taken, but just protect your account. You don't always have to trade. Like I said, I've done extremely well in the last month. And one thing that I notice on profitable weeks that I have is that usually the weeks that are actually profitable for me are weeks where I actually skip a day, where I don't trade at least one day of the week. And I notice that when I skip days during the week, that means my head's in the right place. I'm being selective like I need to. I'm not forcing trades. I'm not getting in stocks and forcing myself to trade every single day. I'm waiting for the good setups and then I'm attacking those. Is that a sonar that I heard? Is that a sonar? What is that noise, man? Yeah, I kind of see SBOT. I don't hate SBOT for a bounce. I like it for a bounce for a few reasons. I'm not saying it's going to work, but uh, I'm not saying it's going to work. But the reason I kind of like it for a bounce, if you look at SBOT here, not only is it at the VWAP, which it could very well bounce off of this level here, but it could also bounce off of the pre-market high. And so it's got double the resistance under it. I don't hate it. I can't trade it, but you can see if I was going to trade it, let me see if I could pull it up just to show you guys the trade I would think about making here. I don't hate it for a bounce. Basically, it's also after that. It also has the $half right there, and there it goes. Why do I hear a sonar? What is that noise, man? It's gotta be Skype. I'm guessing it's gotta be Skype. Mitch, yo.
I lost connection.
Oh, okay, I'm sitting there like, where's the sonar coming from, man?
On BPTH, I didn't mind taking the shot there. It was a good VWAP fade there. At
Honestly,
least an opportunity to maybe get to this first support.
I don't know, man. The risk is just too much for me right now on BPTH. It's just too crazy. Honestly, today I'm seeing. I'm very nervous even about trading today because you get stuff like Jason got stuck in SEEL today, and that move. I don't even blame Jason for that move. Like I could. It was just a dip buy. Like I could see it, and it immediately just broke the low of the day, got halted, gap down, 50, 60 cents. It was just a crazy move for SEEL. And so after I see that, and like I said, I don't even think that's necessarily Jason's fault. I think it's just he got unlucky.
I mean, I just base it on risk and reward, brother. I try not to think about the stock too much. I feel like you're even playing a little bit into the FOMO here. One of the key things is this is where the money is made right here. And as long as you do the right risk to reward trade, I would have already been up more than $3 on a VWAP fade here. So I think it's just necessarily we have to learn how to attack these because there's no reason to not attacking this. It's almost to my first profit target here at 28, and it would have been a 5-to-1 trade or 3-to-1 trade on the first profit. So you got to just take it as completely different trade. I've been taking up to 800 shares, even 900 shares, and all I did was just drop down to 100 shares and understand that I'm willing to risk $1 to
Right.
make 3.
For sure. But at the
And
same
so as long as you can stick to that, then these are the ones you actually need to go after because these are the ones that make your account.
Right, but I also think it depends, right? I think everybody has their own niche in trading, and I think this is more of like the penny stock kind of penny stock momentum trading, which is what it would be. With these, like I think everybody just has their own style, and I just don't think BPTH and these crazy penny stock movers are really my style. I think that you can make, I think you can make big percentage gains from these, but there's also risk, a little bit more risk than I necessarily like with some of these as well. But like I said, it's just, it's okay if you and I disagree. It doesn't,
Yeah, my major thing is that risk is something that can always be managed. And as long as you can manage risk, there's nothing wrong with taking it.
I know, but that's exactly my point, is that when the stock is getting halted numerous times, like SEEL, like BPTH yesterday, it's hard to manage that risk because that thing can get halted, either never resume, it can get halted and gap down way more than the original risk you gave yourself. And so for that, that's what I'm saying. I'm kind of like, I just want to stay away from these. I don't want to get caught. I don't want to, like the potential upside is good. The potential downside's there too, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's part of seeing these move so quickly and I mean, like I said, like I agree with you. I mean, it's not for everybody. It's definitely for the traders that are trying to make their account jump. Um, I've at least learned in my kind of 3 to 4 years is that you got to take base hits, and then you got to learn how to find these, so that when you find these, you can take that big leap forward. That's the only true way to kind of really be profitable in this business, is taking base hits. And then when you actually get a stock like this and you get a good entry, you can actually take a leap forward.
Yeah, for sure.
Um, and that's, I think, in the end, the only true way to really become to that next level where you're not just making cents, you're actually making a full-time's wage.
Right, for sure.
But hey, to each his own. What I've just seen in my experience in the past is that when you don't take these trades, especially when they line up perfectly, like let's say yesterday's bull flag, that flag play for the long was as easy read as just another. The only key difference was the range was bigger. You just have to figure out how to play with ranges. One of the key things that I would recommend is you paper trade these. Paper
Right.
trade them until you get kind of that ability to not react to the price difference and understand how you can adjust to the range. With these, you want to have almost perfect entries. By perfect entries, I mean you're setting a limit and you know your risk after that limit entry. You can't market into BPTH.
Right.
You'll completely screw
You're
yourself on the
done.
average,
Yeah, for sure.
and you'll instantly be out.
Right,
But
for
one of
sure.
the key things you can do is you can pick extension levels where, let's say, if the stock does a crazy pullback, I'm going to take it based on this measure because the reward it bouncing back is just that big.
Right, for sure.
Same way on the short side. This morning it dropped about what? Right before the open, it dropped from
Five
34 to
bucks. Or
yeah,
no, $10.
yeah, $10. So that $10, I don't know about you, but in the long term, just thinking trading wise, I can risk $1 to make $10 almost about every time.
Right, for sure. But I think I kind of agree with Nick though. What he said, it's like it's coming down to conservative trading versus a little bit less than conservative trading, and both can work. It just depends on your style. It just
Yeah,
depends on if that's your style, that's your style.
yeah. The real key is you have to take a look at also your account size and how you're kind of either trying to grow your account, or if you have a bigger account where commissions aren't affecting you as much, and then you can just make those little gains, those 40, $60 gains a day, and they will add up in the long run. The real key is you have to determine what kind of trader you're going to be, stick to your style, and John doesn't want to take these trades. He's going to stick to his style, and,
Right,
and, and that's what we all need to do. We need to
right.
find what works for us and stick to it.
I stick with what works. I ignore everything else. I try to ignore everything else. Sometimes I'm not the best at it, but
All right,
that.
so here's a key point for the squeeze. If it can get above this 32 with big volume, we might make a run to this 34. So the geometrics of the short are starting to get to that resistance line, that trend line on BPTH. So if the volume can jump back in here, there it is. Volume jumping back in there. You got some buyers stepping up there, squeezing out some shorts. You see how it's kind of wicking past right now, guys? Those are stops all being hit on the short side. So let's see if it continues and gets that momentum through 34.
Yeah, somebody else mentioned a short squeeze this morning, which is kind of like you said what we're getting here. I'm trying to figure out who it was. Somebody was like, "Yeah, I think I want to say it was man. Who mentioned it this morning? Skyler? I want to say it was Skyler. It might have been somebody else. But yeah, somebody else was like, hey, we could see a short squeeze on BPTH. And I think that's what we're kind of seeing now. I think that some traders were short when it was under the VWAP. Once it started to squeeze over it, they're starting to cover, squeezing that thing up.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're breaking up a
Be in
little.
this one,
Yeah,
understanding that
you're breaking up a
I'm
little bit,
breaking
brother.
up.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
couldn't hear the last part.
Understanding, guys, that this stock is going to be looked at for shorters. Shorters like after the first red day or the first kind of pullback. You guys are getting that pullback, and they're going to be what we call short-term looking, and then looking to add if it completely breaks down. So they're trying to get small positions in right now at a high price so that when the stock does break down, they can go ahead and keep adding to their position, as we all expect BPTH to end up somewhere in, I don't know, it could be $5 in the next 2 months.
Yeah.
They do have earnings coming out next month, so that could take a hit on them or help them.
Right.
I just did that research a little bit yesterday, so I wanted to see when their next major news came out.
Yeah, I think they'll probably be down, and I mean, I think even if they have good earnings, I think in a month from now they're going to be down from where they are now. But it's all speculation. Who knows? But that's at least my take on it. You look at. I wish DFFN was tradable. Look at DFFN's fade today, and also SEEL faded nicely. But look at DFFN, Mitch. That one faded beautifully. Perfect, good risk reward, huge range, and so nice follow through there.
Yeah, those are the ones you have to go after, and they're scary at first,
Yeah, for sure.
because you're shorting into strength, but you have to understand that you're coming in with a specific plan and a specific risk. If that breaks, it breaks, and you
Right.
just keep going,
For sure.
But you can get stocks like this where they can give you a huge range reward for a minimal risk.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, let me know if you see any fades, man. I haven't seen any that I really like. Kron, I mean, nothing's really down too much. A lot of stuff's moving up. BPTH is kind of sideways now. The SPY was
Yeah,
sideways and kind of rangy.
yeah, I'm seeing a whole bunch of sideways action.
Yeah. Yeah, but just to follow up with, I can't trade that one, Jeff. It's not tradable for me. Most of these, like DFFN, I saw DFFN starting to push up, but it wasn't tradable for me as well. And so there was just nothing I could do with that one. A lot of these aren't. Well, while we're waiting here, I'm not seeing too much I really like right now. I might just kind of finish the week off and just be done. I'm just not seeing too much that looks good to me. But yeah, well, while we're waiting here, like I said, guys, if you're interested, check it out. I had a. Hold on. Sorry. But yeah, go check out our website, guys. Like, we got a lot of cool stuff on our site. And, even if you don't want to pay for any of our packages or anything like that, we do have a free section where you can go to strategies and check out the different strategies that we use on a daily basis. Like I said, if you look at my trader view, um, here, let me get the right one up. The strategies we use work. This is my graph from this last month here, and this was solely trading the VWAP fade, and we actually break it down on our website here. You can see the VWAP fade. It kind of shows you the keys and how you want to approach it and kind of attack that strategy. But what we're really trying to show you guys is Mitch and I, we try to be the anti-guru here. We try to teach people stuff, and we have about 60 hours of actual content on our website, 60 hours of classes and video lessons, and so literal days of content. And while other people are charging thousands of dollars for less content than we do, we give you over 50 hours of content for $15 a month, and so super cheap. Go check it out. You can see each one of these classes is an hour long, and we just have tons of different classes, and this is just one page. We also have risk reward if you want to check out, like Mitch was saying with BPTH, kind of analyzing and setting risk reward. You can go check that out. We also have trading psychology, individual strategies. And so, yeah, go check it out. It's $15 a month, super cheap. You also get access to our trading Discord where we talk about stuff and talk about what's moving on a daily basis. And so go check it out. We just try to be the cheapest anti-guru, and so you don't have to pay thousands for good day trading content. And like I said, we actually practice what we preach here. Here's my graph in the last month, only using the VWAP fade. Been probably one of the best months I've ever had trading, honestly. And so go check it out. I'll post that link here if anybody wants to... go check out our site. to go check out our site and be part of our classes, check out the link I posted here. Yeah, BPTH is interesting here. It had a crazy day yesterday. Yeah, I think this is what Mitch is talking about. Thanks for all the new subs today, guys. Appreciate it. Hugo, Gabriel, Jan, Eric. Welcome, guys. Appreciate the subs. All right, James. Have a good day, brother. We'll see you. We'll see you Monday, hopefully, man. So have a good day, brother. Ever think about charging everyone in the chat like $2 a day to keep the stream going? Yeah, I'm not gonna do paid content or anything like that. We're always gonna keep the stream free. I think we lost Mitch. I think we lost connection to Mitch. But yeah, we're always gonna keep the stream free. It's not something that I really want to charge people for. It's something that we keep free and that we're probably always gonna keep free. Jason, it was just kind of, honestly, I was talking about it a little bit earlier, Jason. I think it was just kind of bad luck for you, man. It didn't look terrible. I could kind of see the dip buy, maybe the VWAP bounce play for a seal and stuff like that. I think it's kind of one of those things you just got to be careful. I mean, it was just kind of really bad luck. I mean, it quickly broke the low of the day, was halted, and then gapped down 50 cents. That's just bad luck, man. That's just rough. And so don't beat yourself up too much over it. It's just, you'll bounce back, man. Just take it slow, CGC bounced really nicely off the VWAP. I think we might have lost Mitch here. Let me see. You there, brother? Okay. Alright, Mitch is here.
Just noise here. I don't want to bother you guys.
No stress. I mean, Nick is kind of right, man. I mean, here's the thing. Like, we were joking about it the other day on stream with Two Way, but like, I got a lot of different stuff that I do that I don't really have time to keep the stream going. And honestly, I just don't trade after 10:30. I have an Amazon business that I run from home that takes up a lot of my time. I'm a real estate agent. I have a Kindle business that I run, and so it's just I don't really have the time to keep the stream rolling after 10:30 or so. Plus today my kids get home from school early. They get home at 11 my time today, so I gotta go pick them up for my wife. Oh no, you're good, Russ. Yeah, no, brother, you're fine. You're not rustling feathers, man. Thoughts on the cannabis stocks right now? What do they do today? I think they're about break even, right? I mean, they're just kind of break even. There's not really much range. I think it's like I said, a lot of times when the penny stocks start to run, all the other stocks kind of take a back seat and slow down a little bit. CGC had a nice VWAP bounce here. ACB. ACB is probably one of the better looking ones, honestly. I mean, this one really looked good this morning. Let's see, APHA. ACB probably looks the best out of all of them, but at this point, I think everything's a little dull. I think penny stocks are kind of taking the front seat today. Kroger's still heading down. Yeah, I was looking at that fade on Kroger today. Let's see if it would have. It would have faded too, man. Look at that. Never actually got up to the fade level though. Like I said, I would want it to get up to 25.50. It just never did. It just kind of continued to drop. So it never really gave me an entry. Hey, appreciate it, Russ. Yeah, I mean, usually we get a few hundred people here. What's up, Sunil? Look at PULM, guys. PULM, latest penny stock starting to run. PULM. Who's Carlos? Anyways, PULM starting to run here. PULM up to 183s, 187s. Big move. PULM, go check it out. Massive move for PULM up to 185. And so if you're watching this penny stocks, PULM is definitely starting to run here.
Yeah, that's I'm guessing that's sympathy. That's movers, traders trying to create motion, like commotion, so that other traders start jumping into stocks. So whenever there's a runner, you can always look for people to start trying to create the next runner.
Yep. For sure, man. Yeah, my name's John. No worries though. You can call me Carlos if you want.
Carlitos.
Yeah, man.
I just want to see this BPTH break out in a certain direction here. Looks like we might get hit here on the downside. Let's see.
Yeah, I drew the little triangle out for Mitch if you see BPTH here. I drew the little symmetrical triangle here. What's up, Todd? Yeah, guys, I just don't see anything that I really want to trade today. Not really many fades. We saw a few VWAP bounces, like CGC had a nice VWAP bounce a few minutes ago. We had some of the cannabis plays had some nice little flags or dip buys opportunities, but as for now, I mean, I just didn't see too much that I really am interested in trading. It's just one of those days where penny stocks are kind of taking up everybody's attention, and so I think the regular stocks just are a little bit slower. Oh, sorry, Jeff. Yeah, I sell used books on Amazon, man. What's up, Todd? What's up, brother? Long time no see, man. Yeah, I sell books, but it's like I think books have kind of I think a lot of people started selling books in the last like 2 years. I've been selling books on Amazon for like 4 or 5 years now. I have like thousands and thousands of books, and so I think a lot of people see it on YouTube now, and they're like, "Oh, I want to sell books," and so they try to sell them too, and then they end up quitting within like a few months because it's not what they seem. Selling books actually takes a while to kind of get going. It takes a little bit to get started. You have to gain some momentum with it. It's not something that you're just gonna get rich quick. And I think a lot of people. I think it's been I think a lot of people have been pushing selling books in the last year or two, and so a lot of people are just now starting to realize you can make money with it. But it's one of those things I've been doing for years and years. And like I said, if you build up your inventory enough, it can be very profitable. Hey, appreciate it, Russ. Thanks, brother. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, man. I'm clean, man. It's just CBD. I quit nicotine though. I'm proud of myself. It's been 3 weeks. Honestly, I noticed no difference. I didn't crave nicotine. I didn't get upset that I didn't have nicotine. I just immediately switched to CBD, and now I'm completely gave up nicotine. It's been 15 years I've been smoking cigarettes and using nicotine, and just stopped. Just immediately stopped. You know. Right, that's exactly right, Ashton. And it's tough. Like I have a few little tricks I get to get reviews. Like, right, if you want this is how you get good reviews on Amazon. I'll tell you how to get good reviews, right? And this is what I do at least, right? So like you'll get some books. Some books are worth like $20, $30, and you have these mega sellers that have like these big factories of books, and they usually sell books that cost like 20, 30 cents, maybe, penny books for pennies is essentially what they sell. And so if you're a bookseller and you want to get good reviews, you buy a bunch of penny books, and you take care of them. You wrap them in bubble wrap. You take really good care of those penny books. You take really good care of them. You wrap them in bubble wrap. You send them next day to that customer, and then that customer is going to be so used to getting like very poor like quality books from these mega booksellers that if you actually like take care of that package and like bubble wrap it, even if you're going to lose money on that transaction, they're still going to give you a positive review. And so it's kind of like you're taking the hit, you're losing a little bit of money, selling them a penny book, just a really good quality penny book for cheap, taken care of, wrapped in bubble wrapped, and shipped to their door quick. And that you're kind of using that to get good reviews, even if you lose a little bit of money doing that. And so you might take a hit, you might lose like $3, but you're going to get a bunch of good reviews that way. And then eventually you're going to have enough reviews to where it can kind of continue going, and you're going to make a bunch of sales anyway. At least that's what I did for mine. I would just sell penny books that other like mega book sellers were selling. Even though I would lose money on them, I would just wrap them in bubble wrap and make it look like I really cared, and they would give me good reviews from it. Yeah, for sure, man. Todd. Of course, Todd. Of course, man. I watch Todd argue on Facebook. I'm actually friends with Mr. Charts on Facebook. And like I just kind of scroll down Facebook. I'll see Todd like trolling somebody. I'll just kind of look at it, laugh a little bit, keep scrolling. See Todd trolling somebody else. I think we lost Mitch. Did we lose Mitch? He's probably here. Volume.
I'm here, just chilling out.
All right.
Looking at BPTH still, trying to see when the volume wants to jump in here. At some point in the next, I'm using the 5-minute chart a lot right now. It's staying in this range. It's trying to break out or break down, but for right now, it can't kind of get that lift, the volume behind it.
For sure. Oh wait, did we ever get a Casey? Casey, where you at, bro? You in the chat? I was gonna shout out Casey. Uh, What? That's awesome, Jason. Nice job, brother. Congrats, man. That's awesome, dude. That's great. But yeah, I'm not seeing too much I like right now here. But yeah, that's congrats, brother. That's awesome, man. Awesome job, brother. Franchising out, making big moves, man. Big moves, brother. All right, guys. Really quick, I'm gonna play the promo video. Oh wait, really quick, guys. While we have a little bit of time today, um, let's see. Oh yeah, we got a little bit of time today. If anybody's interested in trying the TradeNet 5-day demo challenge, you can see here you actually win a free TradeNet account if you complete the challenge successfully. And so if you're interested, you can see the rules here. But yeah, it's completely free, and you use a demo account if you make a net profit of $500 or more in 5 trading days, and you follow these rules, you win a free intro account on TradeNet, and it's free. You don't have to pay any money for this. It's called the 5-day demo challenge. Like this says, you receive a you get your demo account initially has a $10,000 trading balance. You must be active on at least 3 of the trading days out of 5. You must attain daily profits of $100 or more on at least 2 of those days, and all positions must be closed by the end of the trading day. There's a maximum loss of $100 and a maximum loss of up to $300. A maximum daily loss of $100 and a maximum total loss of up to $300. And you still must trade at least 6 and 20 trading tickets, so that's about 3 minimum. You must trade between 6 and 20 trading tickets per active trading day. So basically, you have to trade at least 3 times, it sounds like, per day. So at least 3 times per day. You can only try it once, and you'll have to do a short survey and maybe provide a video testimonial to get the free account if you do actually win. But yeah, go check it out. It's free. You'll win. You know, we're using TradeNet and Tefs. That's the broker I'm using. So you'll essentially win a broker similar to what Mitch and I use on a daily basis here. And so if anybody wants to check it out and try that, I'll post that link here as well. There's the 5-day demo challenge if anybody wants to go check it out. But yeah, it's not a bad deal. It's free in my opinion, so you might as well give it a shot, I think. Yeah, I'm just messing with you, Todd, bro. I'm just messing with you, man. Tiva up to the VWAP. Maybe a little VWAP rejection here for Tiva. I could see that.
Yeah, the 2 that I'm looking at right now are HTZ and Tiva.
Yeah, Tiva, you could use a risk of 1590 or so. It's a tight risk. Doesn't look terrible. Yeah, we'll see what we get with some of these. CGC looks okay. Nice little VWAP bounce for CGC twice today. Look at CGC go. This is one, I got to start trading the VWAP bounce a little bit more, especially on days like today. But look at these VWAP bounces for CGC. Just 2 beautiful ones here. You can see here and here. Nice little VWAP bounces. Perfect. Followed through both times really, really nicely there. So I did kind of miss that. But yeah, I also played the promo video while we got a little bit of time here. All right, I'm going to play the TradeNet promo, or the site promo video. So like I said, if anybody is interested in, if anybody's interested in checking out our site, and like I said, we do, you know, we try to give people a cheap option. You know, most everybody else is charging thousands and thousands of dollars. We charge $15 a month, and we give you 60 hours of content. So it's just a lot of content for cheap. And so we'll play the promo video, and you know, probably get ready to roll out in a second. But here, we'll get this started. All right, so yeah, guys, like I said, if anybody wants to check it out, check out the site, join us for classes. Like I said, it's $15 a month. It's ridiculously cheap compared to everybody else. And so if you're interested in checking out our site, it's $15 a month, super cheap, and literal actual days of content, over 50 hours of classes and content. And then we also do 3 live classes every week. And so not only do you get 3 live classes, you get 60 hours or so of content. So it's just a lot of content for cheap for only $15 a month. So go check it out. I just posted the link in the chat if you're interested in checking that out. I think we lost Mitch here. You there, brother? We hear the sonar going on.
Sonar.
Yeah, man. The sonar was rolling, bro. All right, guys. But yeah, like I said, if you want to go check out, yeah, maybe so, man. Maybe so. But yeah, if you want to go check out the TradeNet 5-day demo challenge, like I said, if you could check it out here, where'd it go? 5-day demo challenge. You can win a free TradeNet account. Might as well go check it out. It's worth a shot, I think. I mean, it's free, and so I'll post that link one more time if you want to check that out as well. And also, go check out, shout out to Trade Ideas. Trade Ideas is cool enough to allow me to stream their scans every day. And so if you wanna check out the scans I'm using, especially right now with this super volatile market, go check out Trade Ideas. Like I said, they're cool enough to let me stream their scans every day, and you know, they have really up to date, really accurate scanners. And so go check that out as well. Nikki said, what softwares are exactly on the screen? This is Thinkorswim. Thinkorswim is on the right for charting. Trade Ideas, the link I just posted for them is on the middle, and then TEFs and TradeNet is on the left. So this is the 5-day demo challenge broker, the same one you would use. But yeah, that's it for today, guys. You want to say anything else, brother? Probably gonna close it down.
Yeah, no stress. Probably just gonna wrap up the day. No trades. Not a bad week. Only got to trade 3 days, but 2 days green and over $200 for the week. So I'll take it.
Nice job, brother. All right, guys. Well, have a good weekend. We'll see you all a little bit later. And yeah, for all of our members, we'll see you on class. No trades today. Didn't see anything I really liked. We'll see what we get Monday. And good luck for the rest of the day. We'll see you all Monday, and have a good weekend.